Hello, I was going to start this video by showing you the window that I'm now standing in front of to do my filming to try to get better light. Look at that, it's almost a sunny day in the woods of Oregon. So let's get started on this flip through of Peter Pan. Hello, and welcome to Happy Catastrophe. I am trying some a new spot in my cabin to do some filming, and look at all this natural light. The sun is finally coming out, so I've been so jealous of the light that Disney Megs and Amanda Colors gets and Doodle Robot, and I think they just use a lot more natural light. So I'm gonna try it and we'll see how it goes. So I saw, I think it was Shell's Coloring Journey, I can't remember, someone who bought a bunch of these, Fabiana Attanasio, and since she is really prolific, I don't know if you know this, but this year she's coming out with 4 mythographics, 2 mythogorias and 2 mythographics, and that 4 coloring books in a year from an artist like her is amazing. So I thought I would go back and look at her older stuff and see if there was anything that I would like to get while I'm waiting for these 4 new books of hers to come out. So I saw a haul that someone did on YouTube of all of these. There's Peter Pan, there's Alice in Wonderland, there's Snow White. There's 4 or 5 of these that Fabiana Attanasio did. They're out of print and a little bit hard to find. I found this on Amazon though, and it is the English version. Now some of them you can only get in Italian or French, but I found this one in English, and I kind of went through and looked at flip throughs, and really the only one that I thought I really would color in was this Peter Pan one. And so I thought I'd flip through it and show you. I got this one, did I get it used or did I get it new? I got it new. I got it off Amazon and it was under $10. So keep checking. These things show up. If you do go and buy from a third-party seller, buy a used copy, don't buy from Anto Books, A-N-T-O, out of Tacoma or Seattle, Washington. They sent me a book that I ordered, they said it was like new. It was missing. 10 pages had been colored in and ripped out, and then 5 were colored in and left in. And I was not thrilled at all. That's the opposite day of like new. This, though I think this was new just off of Amazon. This was not from a third-party seller. So Fabiana Attanasio is the illustrator here. This is from Sterling Children's Books. This was published in 2016, and like many of you, I don't know why it's not still in publishment, but I don't know if that's a word. The paper's pretty good, and it starts off with the story of Peter Pan, sort of an abridged story of it, with items to color, and then this sort of overview, and then the pictures start. Now, the paper is not as thick as, say, the tarot coloring book that I just... or a Japanese or Korean style book, but it is decent. I think it could take minimal water. It is double-sided, so you have to use something that doesn't bleed through. Or sacrifice a page. I think I'm gonna try the Tim Holtz watercolor sticks, the pencils, and of course pencils. I think pencils, it's pretty smooth paper. So if you have one of these books, let me know what you have found that works in it. Look at this Peter Pan. See, all of these flowers and stuff and the whimsicality of Peter Pan wrestling with the shadow just really appealed to me. It's not too zen-doodly or zen-tangly that you can't color it. I swear I think this one's going to be my first picture out of here. I love this picture of Tinkerbell. She's so angry and jelly. And the story just goes on. It follows the written story in the first couple pages. Isn't this amazing? It's a lot of double spreads. But as you see, there's also some that don't have a lot of coloring. So like this would be not too bad of a double spread to do. And I actually like double spread, so that's another reason I got this one. Because I like opening it up and seeing both sides done. Every now and then there is a single spread, but usually the one picture has to do with the other, like this one of Captain Hook. This also could be Alice in Wonderland. Look at the hearts. But it's not. There's the Lost Boys. She's been shot with an arrow. Tink, naughty little Tink, is smiling. Couldn't this be a great one? All the Lost Boys around listening to tales. It's got a little bit of everything in here. Again, the paper, it's definitely thicker than Amazon. Not as thick as a Japanese book. And, you know, except for these big swaths of thing, I might actually use pencil. Look at that. I love the way she drew these characters. Aww, this is another one I thought I might like to color. She's so sad there. She feels left behind. And she's in all these flowers. She's hiding. But she has no pants on, so I might dry tights on her. Look at these pirates. Aren't they great? Just the personalities that Fabiana is able to capture. Look at this. Naughty Tinkerbell. And now this I think would be so much fun. The silhouettes are there, so you could color this as if it was backlit. So these were silhouettes against light. I think that would be really fun. And then this is, you know, the nighttime tree. So it could be very dark except for this lit background, and it would really make those silhouettes pop. I think this would be a lot of fun. Same here. You've got the silhouette. This is a night scene. Those of you that like to play with light could have a really good time with this. Oh, Tinkerbell has a change of heart. Saves Peter Pan. And there they're all the Lost Boys, tangled up in rope. Aren't these pictures unusual? Fabiana Attanasio has such an imagination. I can't wait to see the new mythographics, especially the Mythogorias. I really like those horror books. I have one of the two that I like better, and I can't wait till hers comes out. One of them that she's doing is Deep Sea Mythogoria, so it's scary stuff in the deep sea. Doesn't that sound cool? Yeah, I can't remember the topics of the others. There's another mythographic coming out too that isn't Fabiana Attanasio, and I get them all mixed up. But one of them is Gothic romance. There's going to be some really interesting books coming out this year. Look at this double spread. It has every character in there. Is there even Tinkerbell? I think she's sick, recuperating somewhere. Look at that. There's even one of the Lost Boys in his fox coat, I think it is. And light, and I mean, this is really neat. So many things to color. If any of you have this book and want to do a buddy color with me, I didn't have it in my April plans, but I could. I mean, I always love to get into new books. Or any month. Just let me know, whatever month you're watching this video. Let's do a buddy. Oof. Here's TikTok the crocodile and all the water, and then Captain Hook is kind of in the water. This is such a dynamic picture. How much fun would this be? I do notice with this filming setup that my camera's shaking a little bit. This table's not as stable as my coffee table is. I'll have to work on that. Look at this beautiful picture of Tinkerbell. I just love this picture. Some of you have some really cool mediums that would make these wings just sparkle and look translucent. Love it. Such a mixture. All the kids are reunited, and here's Peter and Tink looking in. They're not part of that family. And that's the end of that. Now, this is the poster that comes with it. Most of these older Fabiana Attanasio ones come with a poster. And I am going to open it because the flip-throughs I saw, they couldn't open it because they didn't have the room. This thing is huge. But I was so curious what it looked like. So I'm going to try and show it to you. You can hear me opening it. It is gigantic. So here it is. As you can see, each one of these squares would be the size of like a pocket-sized coloring book. So it's like 4 pocket-sized coloring books by 4 pocket-sized coloring books. I mean, and it's a scene of them all flying. And there's Captain Hook. I mean, and there's the alligator. We might lose our light because I'm sort of blocking it now. Look at all this. I don't know but if I had kids, what I would do is I would put that up on the wall and let them just color their heart's content. I think that would be such a neat thing for kids to be actually able to draw on the wall, but it would be a giant poster. Or if you have a break room at work, it would be fun to take it to the break room. Now, someone said on YouTube, weren't sure how to get the wrinkles out. You can put a towel over it and iron them. Paper doesn't really have a long memory, and you can retrain paper. So just use a little heat with the towel protecting the paper, and you can iron that out, and you can put it on your wall at work and let everybody have a little mental break on their breaks. Anyway, I hope you liked this flip through. If you're interested in this book, it is on Amazon, and I'll put a link down in the description. And happy coloring.